Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj, round whatever we're on, okay? The Twitter wars, I'm entertained, but these are just random thoughts. Whoever violated HIPAA to give Cardi B that information, they're coming for you. Oh my God. What a nasty lowdown thing to say to someone, and I think that it was warranted. Cardi and Nicki both go to hell with each other, and Cardi just took it lower and lower and lower and lower.
The world of celebrity drama has just reached an all-time high, and the shocking truth about Offset and Cardi B's divorce is finally coming to light. Fans have been speculating for months, but now, Offset himself is revealing the real reason why Cardi B is divorcing him, and it's not just the rumors of cheating. After being caught with Saweetie, the fallout has been explosive. In this exclusive revelation, Offset is opening up about the mistakes he made, the true reason behind the split, and how he feels about everything that's been happening. Keep watching, because this confession will change everything. The rumors started circulating when Offset was accused of cheating, and the gossip surrounding his alleged relationship with Saweetie only fueled the fire. At first, Offset denied any wrongdoing, claiming the rumors were false. But now, in an emotional admission, Offset is revealing the truth. According to him, the public accusations about his affair with Saweetie were only the tip of the iceberg when it came to the issues in his relationship with Cardi B. In the interview, Offset opens up about how the situation escalated, leading Cardi B to file for divorce in 2024. He reveals that the cheating rumors played a significant role, but they weren't the sole reason for their breakup. Offset explains that their marriage had been under strain for a while, and the issues were deeper than just one incident. He admits that he wasn't perfect, and his mistakes, including stepping out on his marriage and not being fully transparent, contributed to the fracture. But what's the real reason for Cardi B's decision to file for divorce?
That rapper and her sister been sneaking this and Nicki and her son over a year. It's tweets out there. Them saying, Papa Bear, oh, Lisa, her kids know their ABCs. What that mean? Oh, my kid's so smart. Just saying little slick stuff when Nicki posts her child and things like that. Nicki pay it does, because it ain't directed, it ain't expected.
Offset finally confesses that his infidelity, lack of accountability, and emotional distance created irreparable damage. The Saweetie rumor might have been a catalyst, but the truth is much more complicated. Offset reveals that he and Cardi B had been dealing with personal issues for a while, and his behavior was the breaking point. It wasn't just about Saweetie, it was about a pattern of mistakes and not being the partner Cardi B deserved. For Offset, admitting this is a hard pill to swallow. He acknowledges that he could have been a better husband, and he deeply regrets the pain he caused Cardi B. But as he explains, it wasn't just the betrayal, it was the constant emotional turmoil, the public scrutiny, and the sense that they were both caught in a media frenzy that overshadowed their real lives. Now, the situation becomes even more complicated with the involvement of Saweetie. The rumor that Offset was involved with Saweetie was like fuel to the fire, and it put even more pressure on the relationship. While Offset initially denied any romantic involvement, he now admits that his actions and the way things were portrayed in the media only made things worse. The public spectacle became too much to handle, and it ultimately affected their personal lives in a way that couldn't be ignored. But what did Cardi B have to say about all of this? While Offset has been vocal about his mistakes, Cardi B has also been very open about the emotional toll the situation took on her. She's spoken candidly about the pain of dealing with infidelity and public humiliation, which made her decision to file for divorce even harder. It wasn't just about the rumors, it was about trust and loyalty, two things that were deeply shaken in their marriage. The breakup is not just a reflection of their personal issues, but a reminder of how the public's gaze can complicate private matters. Offset also opens up about how the constant media coverage made it even harder to move forward. He talks about the pressure of being under a microscope and how everything, from personal issues to family struggles, became public knowledge. For him, it wasn't just about the divorce, it was about regaining his dignity and trying to keep his family together while dealing with the fallout. The stress of being in the spotlight made everything feel magnified, and Offset admits that it was easy to lose himself in the chaos. In the interview, Offset explains how the public has played a major role in shaping the narrative. Fans, media outlets, and even people within the entertainment industry began to weigh in on his marriage, offering their opinions on what went wrong and who was to blame. Offset reveals how hurtful it was to see people he once trusted jump to conclusions about his relationship. He admits that while he made mistakes, the constant judgment from the public made it harder to find peace. While discussing his personal regrets, Offset doesn't shy away from acknowledging that his ego played a significant role in his past mistakes. He admits that in many instances, he made decisions driven by selfishness, a tendency that ultimately hurt those closest to him, including his family. Reflecting on these moments, Offset seems to recognize how his actions, especially those in the heat of the moment, had consequences that rippled through his personal life. It's clear that the regret he feels isn't just for the public fallout but for the way his actions hurt the people he cares about the most, especially his wife, Cardi B, and their children. As a father, Offset says he felt a heightened sense of responsibility to set a better example for his children. He realizes that his actions could have long-lasting effects on the way they view relationships, self-respect, and how to handle difficult situations. This realization seems to have driven him toward a path of introspection and growth. Offset is open about his mistakes, particularly in how he treated Cardi B during their relationship. By not showing her the respect she deserved, he acknowledges that he let down not just his marriage but his entire family. His reflection on this aspect of his life is sobering. He speaks not only of his actions but also of how those actions affected the dynamics of his family. The conversation then shifts toward the difficult lessons he's learned through the experience. Offset admits that the pain caused by the divorce and the public fallout has been humbling in ways he never expected. Going through such an intensely personal experience under the scrutiny of the public eye has forced him to confront his flaws in a manner that is not only humbling but also educational. He talks about the growth that has come from the ordeal, emphasizing that the lessons he's learned are ones that he wants to share with others, particularly through his music. This reflects a shift in his perspective, from seeing his struggles as something to hide to viewing them as valuable experiences that can inspire and teach others. Despite his reflections on personal growth, one question still lingers. Is there hope for reconciliation between Offset and Cardi B? While Offset is forthright in acknowledging his mistakes, he's careful not to completely rule out the possibility of moving forward together. He doesn't know what the future holds, but he remains open to the idea of repairing the relationship, though not at the cost of his own growth. The reconciliation question seems to hang in the air, one that both fans and media are constantly speculating on, but Offset emphasizes that this is a deeply personal journey that can't be rushed or manipulated by outside forces. In addressing the speculation, Offset makes it clear that his intentions are not to drag out drama for the sake of publicity or to stage a quick comeback. He insists that the situation is real, that it's about his personal growth and healing, and that it's not something to be trivialized for public consumption. The conversation surrounding his marriage to Cardi B and the potential for a reunion has captivated the public, but Offset's insistence on the authenticity of his struggles is apparent. This is not about playing games, but rather about facing the real consequences of his actions and learning how to move forward from them. The situation surrounding Offset and Cardi B has been further complicated by rumors of his infidelity, particularly with Saweetie. The involvement of Saweetie has made this whole situation even more public, adding fuel to the fire of media speculation. Offset addresses these rumors directly, taking the time to explain that the media's role in twisting narratives and fueling speculation has only added confusion. He clarifies that the rumors about Saweetie were never about her specifically. It was about the deeper, more complex issues that existed in his relationship with Cardi B. While Offset admits that his mistakes played a role in sparking these rumors, he stresses that the real issue was always about the struggles within his relationship, not the influence of any outside parties. The media frenzy surrounding the cheating rumors and the involvement of Saweetie added a level of complexity that made it even harder for Offset to focus on the core issues in his marriage. He points out how the press can sometimes distort the narrative, making it difficult to have a meaningful conversation about the real problems that were contributing to the breakdown of his relationship with Cardi B. Despite this, Offset doesn't shy away from accepting responsibility for the part he played in these rumors. He recognizes that his actions contributed to the public's perception of the situation, and that the media's portrayal of the story has made it harder for both him and Cardi B to move forward in a healthy way. Offset's openness about his mistakes, regrets, and the lessons he's learned over time demonstrates a deep level of self-awareness. is no longer the person who shied away from responsibility or used his ego as a shield. Instead, he's actively working on being a better man. He acknowledges that change is not something that happens overnight, but it's something he's committed to. Whether or not reconciliation with Cardi B is in the cards, Offset seems determined to take the necessary steps to rebuild his life, not just for himself but also for his children, his family, and anyone who looks up to him. But there's still more to this story. Offset's comments on his new album hint that there may be more revelations to come, and the drama isn't over yet. He teases that his music will touch on everything from his personal struggles to the business side of the music industry, which has been an ongoing theme in his career. The emotional weight of his marriage breakdown and the public scrutiny has definitely influenced his creative process, and fans are eagerly awaiting what's to come. So, what do you think? Should Offset and Cardi B try to reconcile? Or is it time for both to move on? How much did the media contribute to the breakdown of their relationship? Drop your thoughts, predictions, and reactions in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because this story is far from over, and the next chapter promises even more shocking developments, emotional revelations, and hard truths that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Stay tuned, because the fallout from Offset's confessions is just the beginning. As he continues to process this painful chapter of his life, fans can expect more emotional moments, raw admissions, and a deeper look at the impact this has had on him personally and professionally. This is a story that continues to evolve, and the drama is far from finished.